getting that money. First and 15. It's Boogie, it's Boogie, and it's Dip.
That be me.
Don't start no.
Yeah, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Dip.
It's your girl Boogie.
And we live, man. We back. I want to thank everybody who's been sticking it out with us, who's been asking about the show.
Y'all been asking about the show.
Yeah, you know, personal lives get pretty busy at times. We was wrapping up the year. It was a lot going on. But
That's not true.
It wasn't?
So the real deal, Holyfield, is that we needed to make sure we were bringing you.
I was busy. Very busy.
We wanted to make sure that we were bringing you a show that wasn't just entertaining, but it had depth to it. So we recorded 2 episodes. They were dope. We laughed. I laughed at myself several times. My song is super fire. However, was this about me? Kind of, yeah.
It
So we just needed to refocus, rebrand, and we're back. We want to know what y'all think about the shirts. So this is the official logo, but we have a second logo, and we'll probably rock that the next time.
We'll be switching them up.
And
if you would like to purchase one, please, my DMs is open.
DMs are open. However, get these while you can, because these will be throwback soon. Because we want input from y'all of what we should be, what y'all would like to see. We're not doing big, a whole first and 15th bodysuit. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Bodysuit might be fire.
I think I'm gonna try to get Zip to wear a bodysuit for Valentine's Day show.
You must be smoking crack. You want that again?
No, I've never been on.
You haven't?
You can't say crack. Can we say crack?
I mean, why can't we say crack?
We can? Okay. We have
Whitney
to ask.
Houston talked about it in her interview.
We're not doing that.
Crack.
We're not doing that.
Crack is cheap.
Okay, so we're still authentic. We got our fishbowl that's coming, but we didn't. That was another thing. We didn't want this 60-hour show, even though we funny. We realized.
Can we just give them the show?
We just realized that y'all have things to do, So we're gonna get into what's in the streets. Our first topic is. It seems like you're ready. Ba-da-ba-bam, boom! So we're going to be talking about our account.
Robert. I'm not calling him that anymore. It's Robert.
I call him R, parentheses, APIST, in parentheses.
I saw
allegedly.
Text that. I was like,
did you see that? It was pretty dope, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said don't say that though. So y'all was down. Y'all was good. Y'all know what
he's on his own right now.
So
he's been on his own with me. I just
I'm
about protecting the kids, protecting the youth, and protecting women, and
protecting women, protecting the youth, and protecting children.
Yeah, what he's doing is he's a very nasty man. But you know what's so sad?
He's a very dangerous man, and I think that's what we haven't really touched on. So this goes back to us being like, not just funny, like we have depth to us. He's a very dangerous man because as a woman that has had some sexual abuse in her life, I just think it's dangerous. It's dangerous because the people that you violate will eventually be, in most cases, parents. Right? And sometimes when you have these type of situations, if you are not at a place where you've gotten professional help to work through them, you may not hurt your kids sexually, but sometimes emotionally it's hard to connect. It even hurts relationships, friendships, intimate relationships, family, people blaming people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think people understand. Like, we look at this gentleman, this predator, let me call him what he is, and I'm not going to use alleged. I'm going to say this predator just has impacted many women. But I'm going to touch on what really, as a victim of sexual assault, on a couple of occasions, and a couple means too. So, as a woman of sexual assault, where we're missing the gap, to be completely honest, is it's just I could go on for hours.
It's just scary because he's not. He's the face of it right now. But there's other nasty men out here like him, and we're not just talking about entertainers.
We're not talking about Bill Cosby.
We're just talking about people.
You know what bothers me, and I don't mean to cut you off, is the fact that people are protecting him. Like, who are you to wait?
You know why they're protecting him? Because there's a national society of them.
Yeah. I heard.
Man, boy, lovers.
From here again. Anyways, let's get back
on
track.
Where's your assistant?
She's assisting herself. So, she kind of did her part. It's kind of dope in here. So anyway, that's why I double cupped up.
TT girl.
He's just nasty. And what happens is, what's even more disgusting is the fact that so many of you, because I can't say us because I'm not part of that, is or saying things like, why did they wait so long? Who are you to question when I decide to talk about my sexual abuse? It just got to the point, and you've known me my whole life. It's just gotten to the point after I had children, especially a daughter, where I'm like, I've been sexually abused. Because if, God forbid, that ever happens to her, you will all know, because I will be doing 90 years, no trial, no jury. I promise. I don't want her to ever be muted. You know what I'm saying? If it happens to, even my sons, no trial, no jury, 90 years. But I don't want my children, how can I tell my children to have a voice, right? And tell me when something happens, when out of complete, what do you call it? Like, embarrassment, if you will, that I've never, other than my immediate circle, have said I have been sexually abused. Why am I embarrassed about that? Why am I muting myself?
But it's not. That's true, and I don't like the fact that people say why they take it so long. You don't know how they could feel ashamed. They could feel nasty. They could feel as though it's been their fault that this has happened to them.
And they do, because we're asking a question.
Like you can't judge a person.
Why did you wait?
Like how long it took. Like courage is a real thing that has to be built up to do stuff.
Right.
And those women who came out and say, yeah, I was assaulted by this man and this man, like I seen the documentary series that was on Lifetime, and the young lady, she was like 19 and she got herpes. Like, you know how hard that probably was for her to say at 19, like her life was ruined.
It is.
Through you can't get rid of that.
And
There's
then
no shot of medicine.
And not only that, when I come out and
courageous.
I say,
it takes a lot. Hey, like I salute the women for doing that. Like,
right.
It was a lot for them to do that.
And then when they say, hey, this happened to me, instead of saying, well, damn, I support you, like, we're behind you. Like, we ain't even talking about condemning him at this point. I'm saying I'm behind you, right? So instead of us saying that, we're saying what? What took you so long?
And then you're saying they're lying.
So we're going to end this because this leads into something great. But we're going to say, that's a couple things I want to say before we go into the next segment. A, hurt people hurt people. They do. Yeah. Okay? That's number one. Number two, if you are a victim of sexual assault, don't let the ignorant ass people on your social media outlets
in your life
allow for you to be muted. It is not your fault. You have no reason to be embarrassed. Yeah. Guilt is not needed. Stand him up in his stand. Look yourself in the face. Forgive yourself for feeling bad. And then go at it so that you can reach your hand out and help somebody else. I hope by me coming out saying, hey, this happened to me, I don't need to tell you who did it, what happened, the intimacy of it. Just know that you are not alone. That's all I'm saying. And I hope it helps somebody. Because we have to stop muting ourselves. We need
to call out these nasty men in our families that be doing
this
stuff.
True.
Like, don't sit Jessica on Uncle Jimmy lap, because you know how. Nah, fuck that. Call out Uncle Jimmy.
Watch the kids around Uncle Carl, y'all.
Yeah.
You know, Uncle Carl used to
just call them out.
But before we go there and we go all in depth, I said I had two things. Hurt people, and you are not alone. I
feel uncomfortable you saying that just
We're
because that song pops in my head.
With Michael Jackson?
Yeah, he actually wrote that.
You shouldn't feel uncomfortable. That lets you know. Right? And be very careful.
No, I think it's uncomfortable because I know the meaning of the song when he made the girl get
but
the
that's
abortion
not,
or something
I
like
get
that,
it.
right?
We're veering off. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it has no pun to him. I'm just saying you are not alone in the world. Other people are here. He's in his bag, rightfully so. But with that being said, the 1st and 15th is a poppin' video cast. I don't even know if we're a podcast. But we're a poppin' show, and we make jokes and we laugh, but we also have a serious side, and we want other people to have voices. So on, what day did we come up with? On February 20th, the World Day of Social Justice, we will be airing in a path from the 1st and the 15th is Boogie and his dip to is Boogie and his dip, and it's going to be the conversation. It'll be us. We'll have guests. We're going to talk about sexual abuse. We're going to talk about sexual assault, and it's going to get deep. And you want to be there. And we're going to talk about, but the whole thing is going to be around sexuality and abuse, and we want you to know that you're not alone. So
well,
make
the first
sure.
episode will be based on that.
That's what I said. I said February. See what I'm saying? He's slow. Because I said February 20th. Did I not? EP? Did I not?
Right.
I said World Day of Social Justice. It was we.
That was the tie-in.
That was the tie-in.
Remember?
We was trying to
Not,
flow it.
Not the conversation.
Remember?
Not the whole conversation.
Okay.
Different shows are going to be about that. But
the initial show will be about sexual abuse, and we will have people here.
Right.
I hate him, by the way. Okay, so the next topic is Jeff Bezos paying the pesos. So if anybody knows about so damn stupid. Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. For real, shut up. Before I knock the man off your I can't say that. Okay, so Jeff Bezos paying the pesos. So if anybody knows about this story, this is about Jeff Bezos, who I absolutely adore, and I'm trying to get his bag. Or a bag like him. Let me say that. So he's the founder of Amazon. Mm-hmm. He has crazy paper. He built the company himself. He did it out of his garage. I'm loosely telling his story. Read it yourself.
Shout out to the garage.
A lot of stuff started from the
garage. A lot of dope stuff has started in-house, from the garage, living rooms and things like that.
So anyway, thank you. Like this. So anyway, even though we're not in the room, but still. So Jeff Bezos and his wife, right, keep me honest, are allegedly separating or getting some type of divorce.
It's a lot of money.
Yes.
We'll fact check. This is loose. This is alleged. The key word that keep you out of legal stuff.
It was on CNN, and then they threw the Inquirer thing above it.
I read it. Remember when we had our meeting?
Yeah, so
I read it. But anyway, I'm not going to go through all of that. So anyway, Jeff Bezos, his wife of 1,000 million years, are supposedly, allegedly is the word right now, supposedly, allegedly getting divorced, and the topic is he's worth, it's $100 and some odd billion.
Yeah, almost $1 trillion, right?
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's enough to pay for idiots' walls. So anyway,
chic Arab money.
You have to edit that.
What's wrong with chic Arab? Okay.
It's legit.
Money.
Yeah, it's he ain't saying nothing wrong.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to everybody. I'm all for
You're
one.
You're a person of the people?
I'm all for one and one for most. Unless you're doing something about what we just talked about, then I'm not for you. So I can't say all for one and one for all. Get me? So
I would like to just say.
So anyway, his wife. They're saying whether or not his wife should get half. So I'm not sure she should get half. So. First of all, I think people should get prenuptial agreements if you have a little bread before. Not saying that not saying that that means your spouse gets nothing, but you get a needed amount, if you will, or an acceptable amount. But if I hit the lottery for $1 billion, I'm not giving my husband half. Not happening. That's just me though. So, and I know that's a lottery, but I'm just saying, so I work, I'm down here, I'm hustling. It's not just a show. You have to have meetings. You have to have extensions. We have to go out.
You have a very dude point of view. You do, because most females, the argument is what? You know what they usually say? I was there with them.
That's great.
What did Rick Ross said? You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Let me tell you with what one of my favorite lyricists has ever said. When you leave my bank book and my credit cards and take everything you came with. Sorry, that's just me. It's a hustler spirit. I don't think it's about male or female, right? It's either you're a hustler or you're not. That's just how I feel. Like, I love my husband. We've talked about him on the show before. And I'm always going to hold him down, but I was popping a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I had a passport and stamps a long time ago. That's all I'm saying. So, and that's not to diss him. It just means that we could build together, but I was already dope. I was already gonna make it, whether I knew you or not type deal. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't my upgrade. That's just how I feel. It's no diss to him. You know what I mean? But that's my perspective. So yeah. So I'm not saying if I'm on that and we divorce that he wouldn't get something. Shut up, I heard you. He wouldn't get something, but I'm not giving you half. No.
Nah.
So yeah, I want to post nuptial and all that, cause sorry. I mean, go ahead. What do you think? You want to give her all your money?
Oh, it's my turn?
Oh, he's trying to be funny.
Yeah, because you're very mic dominant. Whew, pass the ball, Kobe.
Spray your hairline in, LeBron.
Damn, I'm open. I'm open.
It's just certain things I feel very strongly about.
Power to the people.
Yes, we under.
But if you didn't use your time, if he didn't use his time telling jokes, don't be doing. Remember what he just did to me? He would have his time, but he got to be edited 80% of the time because it's Big Kevin Hart.
I don't believe in half. I do believe in giving you. I want you to be comfortable, but you tell me.
They want you to be comfortable in your last days. That's why they give you morphine to find comfortability.
Hey, but just you telling me, hey, babe, it's gonna be okay.
Okay, how about this? Will you keep the same lifestyle level they were used to?
Why were you used to it?
Yeah, you was used to it because I was providing it. That's gonna change.
So here's the thing.
You're not gonna be hurting.
No, right.
You're not gonna be hurting. You're gonna be comfortable, but you're not gonna.
Ramen noodles, but you may not get that Cartier wristwear with diamonds in it.
Yeah, you might, and it might go from
so you having swatches.
Nah, fossil.
But you might go from having multiple Rolexes to one, maybe two. You might have to go from having multiple cars to one. Yeah, house might downgrade a little bit. Like you ain't gonna be hurting, but you're not gonna maintain the same level because I provided that level, right? Like if I take that away with you, you provide for yourself. So yeah, I'll make sure you're good, but now you're not getting half.
True, but hey, we're missing a point here, real quick.
What's the point? Should she get half?
Why is he getting divorced ago?
Yes, good point. Now, if it is because you've abandoned the if you abandoned the marital bed,
what does that even mean?
I thought they brought someone into the bed.
So hold on, I don't know the story. I didn't read up on it.
Oh, they was on with the three songs.
So abandon the marital bed.
Or she knew about it or something.
Basically means we were together. And I went out and I'm now with, Joe's a side joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if that's the case.
But you knew about Joe for 8 years.
That's a different story. I'm just talking about cheating.
Listen.
Like truly cheating. That's different. Okay. But then if I do that, you know what I'm saying? Try to pay you a little back and forget about everything. No, I'm just saying. I don't believe in cheating because I think you should be a big enough person to be like, I don't want to be with you. I would. I've done it several times, in and out of relationships, even with it worked out, wound up great, but what I wasn't feeling, it wasn't popping. Like, I ain't got time to be lying and locking my phone and changing, like, I'm too dope for that.
At the point I hit the billions, they had a friend together or something like, or she
y'all got billions of dollars. There's other stuff to be worried about is if he hitting something else. As long as he ain't touching kids and all of that, it's bigger than just... True. It's bigger than just sex.
So basically,
marriage is a business as well. So let's not mess this business up because you're in your little feelings right now.
Hey, you signed a contract.
I don't know if I agree with that.
It's okay.
I don't know. I get the point. It's not a mute point. I get the point, but I just feel like be honest.
And he very well could have been honest.
Then that's not cheating, and we're talking about something different. So like to your point, like when you said you're missing a point, it depends. We have to do some more research to figure out what happens. My whole thing is, as women, go out there and get your bag. Go get your bag.
Girl power.
But your
you know
bag,
what I'm saying? Like, go get your bag.
Securing your bag is not coming up off somebody else.
Bro, but like the thing about it is, if they was married 174 years and he's worth $1 billion, you could have got 400,000 from him to start a damn cupcake business in Pop.
Very well true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying go out there and be a school teacher. And save
Shout out to
your
the
check.
school teachers. We need more of those.
It's no diss to the school teachers. What I'm saying is, you had enough resource.
Total.
You feel what I'm saying? To go out there and give Kylie Jenner $500 million to join her makeup line. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Her makeup line is going crazy.
But we're not talking about her. But do you understand what I'm saying? You have enough resources. It's different if I'm making $100,000 this year, and then next year I make 150, and then it's 170. We talking 170. We talking about billions of dollars. She can get her bag. I'm sorry, I don't feel bad for Mrs. No Peso Beso. Moving on.
I mean, she's gonna be comfortable regardless.
Yeah,
Even if she get 500 mil from that.
Even if they gave her
even if
they gave her 0.5% of all his money, just a half.
She's good.
She's good.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll start this one out. Thank you.
I'm gonna finish right first. Get the bag. And your bag is your credit. You can't have a bag if your credit score is 448, 562. If you need a prepaid card to get your stuff started, you ain't securing the bag. Credit is the bag. Get the bag.
Stuff that pisses me off or pisses you off.
I'll let you go.
Where do I start here? Let's say
Anal retentive. Only an anal person would say, where do I start? So much. I'm smashed so much. You breathe it. Messes me up. Go ahead, I'm
Some
sorry.
people breathe, it does bother me. But I just don't like slow people. I just don't like people that don't think quick on their feet, who just smart mouth people who just not smart mentally and just don't got that speed with them. It's a lot of things that bother me. I hate Atlanta drivers. They're just stupid. I don't think I'm really liking this topic.
So I'll tell you
I'm
what
picking
I
another
don't.
one.
Let me say what I gotta say. So things that piss me off, don't read it yet. Honestly, I'll keep it real basic. The thing that pisses me off is liars. I hate people that don't tell the truth. You know, when I was a younger girl, like in high school or whatever, he cheating. Get a prenup. Don't get a prenup because he's gonna cheat. When I was in high school, like before high school, I used to lie a lot, like just tell lies to my parents and stuff, just a liar. And I remember their distrust and disappointment for me. And I just, as an adult, like, first of all, you ain't dope enough for me to lie to you. If my truth hurts, eat it. Don't be a liar. I hate liars.
This is a long one. Why do blacks feel the need to be accepted by white America? Well,
conversation.
We're going to table that one.
Conversation. PA, you got that? That goes for the next.
She over there watching anime.
Shut the hell up. No, she's not. Don't do that. He just mad because she don't report to him. Just make sure that we get that on for the next one. Long topics we can't do.
Whole phase.
Aye, aye, aye.
I think the whole phase. Let me get comfortable in my chair.
I could just shut up because this is him all day till it's like gray outside.
Now I'm past my whole phase, but I think the whole phase is needed. I think the whole phase is needed. I think you need to just get certain things out your system for both men and women. Because if you don't, you're just gonna be, you're gonna tank the person that you're with, because you still want to go out there and taste other fruits. Just go ahead and taste them. Do what you need to do. Get it out your system. Go through that period of just being ain't shit. You know what I mean? Not worth nothing. But at least tell people this is the phase of life that you're in, right? Because you be getting people all tied up emotionally and you just not there. Like if you in a whole phase, be honest about your whole phase. Don't ask me how my day was
Hoeing
going.
and lying don't go together.
It don't.
That's what people misconstrue.
But a lot of people do that now.
But
like,
it's not. A whole phase means just like, yo, I'm free to do me. That's really what it is. Whole phase. I'm free to do me. You can do whatever you want. That's the whole phase. The whole phase ain't like, it's just me and you, boo. No,
yeah, but I think a lot of people be doing that, and that's a lot of dudes. And a lot of women do too. Like people be getting like
women cheat more than men.
They definitely do. That's a factual. But just be honest. Just be honest. If you just went out here and be a hoe, just be an honest hoe. Ain't nothing wrong with being a hoe. I was a hoe at one point in my life. A big one.
The garden tool?
A big one.
Oh, she's dead.
It's okay.
It's over.
I know
we're looking for a protection.
Nah, but if you want to be a hoe, be an honest hoe, be a clean hoe.
You okay? Yes. All right, sis. Go
yeah,
ahead.
man. Just
that garden tool was kind of word kind of set her off, huh?
I remember that was me. Don't edit this. That was way funny.
Being a hoe is alright, man. Just be honest about your hoism. Shout out to all my hoes out there. Oh. I used to be one of y'all. Now I got my life together.
Oh. You got a girlfriend.
I seen better past. Don't put my business out there in the street.
I got a girlfriend.
I like to keep my life private.
I love her too.
They just need to know I'm not a hoe no more. He's
off the market though. He's cute. That's my little brother, but he's off the market. But I love
no more book. Return of the Mac. No.
I'm going. Are you trying to
What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you this evening?
I go to therapy Thursday. Give me a minute.
Yo, shout out to everybody that goes to therapy and take care of their mental health.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Because some of the things I think,
I think I might need to go too. What's
that?
Best music to have sex though? Is that best music?
She killed me.
Best music to have sex though?
No.
Oh, because I was about to say, you better not say Robert. You better not say Robert. I don't give a how many babies was made to him.
Beep. God, please beat this out. Okay, best memories of the 90s and 2000s.
Ooh! Get my Millie Rock on. It's kind of stiff.
Okay, sorry.
Honestly, shout out to the whole Jersey, shout out to Patterson. I remember just being young and just running the streets with my big white tees, baggy jeans, white Air Force Ones. You know.
Tim's in the winter.
Yeah, Tim's in the summer.
You know,
and just having fun. It really wasn't about money. It was just like enjoying life. I hate this materialistic world that we live in. I think it takes a lot of the fun away from things.
Not me. Buy me stuff.
But it's cool buying. But I just remember being broke. Like when I was a kid and I was broke, I had so much fun. Like busting down sandwiches with your homies and just.
I like that for memories. I don't want to do that again.
Nah, but I'm just saying, like, I dig it, but like I wasn't 15 worrying about a Gucci belt, right? It was just.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
the music was crazy.
The music was so.
The music was crazy, like the block parties.
But when I say materialistic stuff, I'm not talking about Gucci belts, like cars and
houses. You had block parties in the 90s still?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, by the time New York got shut down.
Yeah. It was still block parties.
You live Piscataway. You need to stop lying about where you're from.
I'm not from
Piscataway.
Queens got shut down in Brooklyn. Block party.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Shout out to the North.
It happened, but they got shot up. You know, 90s was the most dangerous era in rap music.
But let me tell you something.
Because you really had to be who you were.
No, but can I tell you something?
If you wasn't who you were, they were going to try your chest.
I heard that, and I need some real data behind that because I feel, and maybe it's anxiety of being an adult and understanding what the world is really about, pretty effed up. But I'm I grew up in the 80s, baby, 90s, grow up for the most part. And I mean, I just wasn't scared. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I go into the damn. Let me tell y'all something real quick.
You're older.
I go into Walmart. Yeah, but I knew. I lived around the corner from where the pimps, prostitutes, and the drug lords meet.
Hey,
we make $1 million off of beats because our stories is deep.
If tomorrow, the night before was
now
sweet.
You owe him.
I do.
I told you when to be quiet. You get 5 seconds. So
shout to him though.
Shout to him. So what I'm saying is, like, in the 90s, I knew crack was a thing coming from the late 80s into the 90s. 1 out of 3 of your friends' parents was a crackhead.
I got
but
some
you
crazy
still,
crackhead stories.
But what I'm saying is, you still have respect for them. It was just different. I'm still outside late, like, hey. I remember we had 8 to 8 skate parties.
Word.
We would go out to Wayne, New Jersey, which is like a suburb of Patterson, or go out in Bergenfield, and we would skate, and we would have 8 to 8 parties. And even if you couldn't skate, like, you was in here posted up, like, we would literally, in hindsight, we stayed the damn night at a skating rink with my mother. I don't ever remember my mother and my father going, you know what I'm saying, or anybody, or any of my friends' mother and father going. Right, so the chaperones was the people that worked there. I never felt that, but recently, I just feel, and it could be your innocence dying as you see the world for what it is, right? Because I went into Walmart, okay, I seen a guy, a black guy and a white guy, so I'm not even being biased. They look crazy. They wasn't even together.
You was nervous?
I was on the phone with my homegirl. I'm like, girl, let me get to the checkout. They about to shoot the Walmart up. You see what I'm saying? But I'm conditioned that every time somebody looks off, you know, they're gonna shoot everything up.
But I don't feel that. Like, I don't feel that in today's day and age, though.
I do.
I don't.
Even going to I'm gonna be honest, and again, I'm going to therapy.
You
Go to therapy.
You saying this song?
No, but what I'm saying.
I think because she's had kids, she's in a different place emotionally where certain things
changes things.
Yeah, it changes things. Where I'm just.
I think it's a woman and a man too.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because I think if you ask a woman who doesn't have children, you don't have children, right? Do you ever feel like when you go into places like, damn, I hope nobody shoot it up? Cause and then you also gotta understand it also depends on your level of intelligence.
Yo, that's crazy to think.
You got your normal places now, like you say, Walmart. You don't think you're gonna walk in there and gonna get shot up now?
Right. Homie went to, and I'm saying homie because I don't know their name. Homies was in a very upscale restaurant sports bar outside of Beverly Hills, my dude. Like, these people have crazy bread. He went in there and just like shot people like Tia and Tamara's niece.
That's
like,
crazy.
So it is something to think about. Like, people are crazy.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you go in a movie theater to watch Batman and you come out dead.
That's why you just got to bring your
I don't know if you came out dead.
No, you came out. They drug you out. Trust me, you're coming out.
I think you should be a lot. No, that's another conversation.
That's a whole other conversation, but it's just unfortunate. One more and that's it. That's me.
One more?
Is Boogie and is this happy me don't start no fish.
That was one was mad corny, and I think she put that in there to take a shot at somebody. We're not doing that.
Yo, you know me. Bro, don't read it. Read it, stout, but don't read it. Yo, I was...
Fatal Attraction? Who put...
I probably was up late watching. But this is your chance to email... Shut up, stout. This is your chance to email us, DM us, and tell us what topic you want us to talk about.
Open relationships.
Show PA. Kiki girl. You could tell when I be in the bag, honey. I come for your neck.
Open relationships.
Do it. Don't laugh.
Me and my bro, shout out to my bro Clint. We've talked about this.
Shout out to my brother Clint.
It works for him.
He's a dope videographer.
Very dope.
Okay, but go ahead. We'll credit him. Find a way to put him in there. He's pretty dope.
We talked about this often. How that not to tell his business, like he feels as though that situation would work for him. I'm too selfish. I couldn't be in an open relationship because you can't come and tell me that, you know what I mean, that, hey babe, let's do this, or I'm trying to get my swerve off and be like, nah, I'm tired.
I got a date.
Yeah, I got a date. I just came from chilling with Peter.
I got the flu. Well,
I can't. I'm too selfish of a person to
I'm with open relationships.
To allow that to go on.
I'm absolutely with open relationships. Yeah, not me personally. It's not like, yo, no, I'm not. So
now you are though, like you are.
I've heard that from every dude that I'm cool with.
But you are, but I think even for as far as now, from conversations we had.
I've been like this my whole life.
Expound, please.
Expound. So I believe if that's your thing, right? Like I believe in being honest. Right?
Right.
So a lot of people are in open relationships. They don't even know they're in an open relationship. You feel me?
That's a fact. Cause I know a couple
are you really in one?
Yeah, it's open like hell. You just ain't open. You know what I'm saying?
You closed.
Yeah, you
they
closed.
Open.
They open.
They open.
They 24 hours. Like they 24 hours. So I say that to say like it works for some people. Some
Whatever
people
works
have
for you.
short attention spans.
I'm that person. It
You know
takes a
what I'm
very
saying?
it takes a very dope person to
I
keep
have
me
short attention spans.
to keep me interested. I get bored quick.
Me too.
Yeah,
and I'll curve you like a bad habit.
I'll curve you very quick. And
I'm curvilicious.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? It ain't nothing that you possibly like really did. Like you could say something that I just wasn't feeling. Like I could not like your view
I'm gonna
on
be
something.
honest.
I could
That's
just
what I was about
you.
to say. I could be saying that you be like, no, I think the girl should have came out
and I
earlier.
just dub you.
Blocked, unfriended, and I'm subbing you.
Well, I'm not even doing all that. I just act like you. I don't act like you.
I would at you, but I can't because I blocked you. I just feel like open relationships. It depends on the person. Like I can't sit here and say that you shouldn't be in an open relationship if you like y'all really like each other, y'all connect, your vibe is everything. But you just I don't know if I want to spend all my time with you. Like I think you dope, she think you dope, whatever. Like an open relationship, it's no different than being cheated on. It's no different than polygamy. It works for some people. It don't work for some
everybody,
people.
you know, everything.
And I'm pretty selfish with the bag.
I mean, I'm just saying, whatever works for you, beloved.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me. Like I'm married.
It don't work for me either.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work for me right now. I'm married.
That's very true.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm married.
Cause you don't know how you gonna act when you 20 mil up.
No, I wouldn't.
I've heard that before.
No, I wouldn't dish shorty.
You don't gotta dish though.
No, I wouldn't do that. Cause I mean, it's my money. What about that? To me, that's like so stupid. I got $20 million. Now I want to be a hoe. So now you're tricking because you have the money and you're spending it on other people. That's hustling backwards. If I'm gonna have an open relationship, no, I'm serious. If I'm gonna have an open relationship, it's gonna be on a come up phase. You know what I'm saying? Not when I got the bag. Like you got the bag and you that insecure that you need 100
when I get the bag, I'm being very more selfish.
I'm selfish now, like with my family. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm selfish emotionally. I don't be getting attached. Like let me tell you something about me.
That's a very funny thing that you brought up. Like I have
attached.
A problem like opening up emotionally. Not necessarily opening up, but it's just I don't get in my feelings like that. And people be looking at me like I'm an asshole for it.
It's not your sociopath. I keep telling you to call your therapist.
Like I just don't get in my bag about stuff. Like
he's crazy.
I think I've experienced enough stuff in life to the point it's just like if you want to be here, be here. If you don't,
he's a narcissistic
I lost my grandmother and I lost my father. 2 people that
was
dear to me.
And I ain't crazy.
So it was hard. So it was just like at this point in life, it's just like if you don't want to be here, you could go.
He was like that before when my father was living and my grandmother was living. No shade, but like he's a narcissistic sociopath. Me personally, I'm selfish, but I'm open at first. So what I'm saying is I'm open. And then when you show me you like, I'm kind of like, You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't get, like, really attached to people's children. Because I, like, fall in love with kids. Like, you see how my house interact when my homegirl kids come over, they jumping. It's a jungle gym. You know what I'm saying? But I can do that because I trust her to know that we've had a falling out. But I'm like, you'll drop the kids off. Like, it ain't not personal, homie. Like, drop the kids off. You know what I'm saying? We'll get back on track. But people be like, don't, all right, well, curve, ho. Because I get emotionally attached. So I'm selfish emotionally.
I think I'm still going therapy.
So now you're leaning towards not open relationships, just telling the truth.
No, I'm talking about
sidebar.
We did sidebar.
Both of your emotions were let out.
Yeah, our emotions were let out.
That was therapy right there.
It was therapy and it was free. And you got the watch. Go to therapy if you got issues. But no. I'm all for open relationships for the people that want open relationships.
It works for them. It doesn't work for me.
If
we together, we together. If we not, we not.
You understand them.
And it doesn't work for me right now. It doesn't work for me with my husband. But heaven forbid, I didn't pay the insurance policy and he died. No, I'm joking.
She'll always pay that.
Facts.
Edit that out, because God forbid he dies next week.
No, don't edit it out. I'm not killing him. But facts. My insurance policy, But anyway, so heaven forbid, he passed away. I don't know if I would be honestly willing to give myself emotionally. I'm old in the game, you know what I'm saying? So I might want 6 or 7 of them. don't mean that I'm smashing 6 or 7 of them, but I might want to be
Yeah,
entertained.
like even when I was going through my whole phase, I didn't necessarily have.
You just can't come around my kids. I don't.
Yeah, like I didn't smash all the chicks I was around dealing with.
And it's not about. A lot of times, it's not about
Isn't
fashion.
it
It's
funny? A lot
about
of the topics
emotionally.
we just talked about in the fishbowl, whole phase. What was that?
Open relationships.
Funny that R. Kelly was Robert.
R.
We started
Comma.
rape apist.
Close the comma. No, it's not comma. Parentheses.
Parentheses. It was,
I had 2 of
or
them.
bracket. Well, the heck it is.
I had 2 of them, so commas, asterisks, all that. Whatever you want to do.
That guy. It's funny how we started the show with that, but then we ended up pulling that. Well, no, we pulled that because you
No.
kept going.
No. It was the irony because the other one was kind of like
Yeah, it was.
shots thrown.
Yeah, you was in your bag with that one. I read
Yeah,
that.
it was a couple months ago when we first started this.
You
show.
over it?
That shit was mad fun. I'm not gonna lie. I went through the fishbowl one day. You have some very petty shots you want to take at people.
I do.
You have very petty shots. See, I just want to laugh and give
But
people
it's
some
not
knowledge.
petty. It's not petty.
It is.
It's not petty.
It's very much so.
It's not petty.
What is it?
It's not petty. I just want. I'm just throwing shots. That's what I do. That's what this is about, right? Like telling people, being honest with people. The thing about it is, you won't get a bag off me, so I can't say your name, right? But if you watching, you know I'm talking about you. Whatever. What you gonna do? Who gonna check me? Nobody. I ain't met nobody yet.
Well,
So, any shouts out? What are we doing?
Yo, for this week's
But
shout
I want to tell you honestly, the people that think the shots is about them probably ain't even. You know what I'm saying? So it's that person. Oh, she's talking about me. No,
Stop explaining yourself.
I'm not explaining myself. I'm just saying. I just want.
you
I don't
don't
want
kind
you
of
to.
explaining yourself.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is, I don't want you. If you a cheap thrill, don't think it's about you. If we ain't had no intimate like what connection. If you know we ain't busy, like you know we ain't got no issues. You get what I'm saying?
How many people you got coming back, son? How many people will come for you after this?
I
Blow
only
up.
got one.
Okay.
That bastard know what it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Shots fired. That was like a machine gun. Yo, that was dumb.
Out to you. I'm sorry.
we just having fun, man. We glad to be back with y'all.
We just
And
having
for this week's shout outs, I just want to take the time out to shout out myself.
That's
I think I've done a lot of dope things in 2018, and it's only gonna get bigger and better for 2019. We have a lot of great things coming from the 1st and 15th, as well as the conversation. And I just want to shout out myself for being like the creative person that I am, and you know, linking up with my sister Boogie and putting on together this amazing show who's gonna go and do great, amazing things throughout the world and touch a lot of people. I just want to shout out myself for a minute because I'm popping.
Too.
I'm popping. I was popping. I've been popping since August 17th, 1986. And I'm only going to get popping-er. You dig it? So, we signed it off 1st and the 15th.
No, I just want you to leave the end with what is a narcissist.
So, it's your boy Dip.
It's your girl, Boogie.
And we signing off. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Please
We
make sure you
appreciate
subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, share
We'll be
it.
back again.
You know, all the information is going to be in the link below. You know what I mean? Our man Stout's going to get that together for us. You know, follow us on them social medias and everything. Please interact with us. The email addresses will be down below to submit questions or anything we talked about you want to, you know, comment off. Just please submit all of that and just talk to us. We're here for you.
Boogie's a little slow to follow you, but you'll do it in a couple of years.
Do what?
You can follow me. I talk to the people. I love the people. My
That's
page
the
ain't
thing.
private.
Thank you. So everybody says, "Oh, I sent you a request, and she didn't request me." I have people. I have hundreds of people waiting.
She's not even following me, and I'm part of the show.
It's not his time yet.
It's not a shot.
Everybody gets his time. And I'm just not real big on. I'm real social media selfish. Like when I post stuff, I'm not. It's all about me. People be like, "You didn't like my picture."
That's just not
I
on
didn't see
social
it.
media though.
I didn't see your picture. I was looking at my cute kids. So,
That's in life though.
yeah, I am pretty selfish. Be more selfish. Your feelings won't be hurt as much.
That's a fact. We should get these folks some therapy.
It's not. We
I
should
can't
do
wait.
therapy conversation. PA, you got it? Conversation, the therapeutic moment. Hey! You got it?
I really like those glasses.
They are pretty dope.
Disclaimer is gonna roll underneath that because none of you guys are doctors. Wait.
But I have a degree.
She has
I have a
degree.
couple degrees in psychology.
Oh, okay, well
have
you
a
could just
couple.
give
I
opinions.
mean, I sold enough medicine to call myself a doctor.
Good night. Thank you for coming.
Still rolling disclaimer.
Still rolling disclaimer.